Jupiter is still conjunct with Aldebaran, and this was the bull's jaw. This has been going on for a while. This is another beautiful placement that if your astrologer that you're talking to doesn't know what's going on here, can't go out and identify Jupiter in Aldebaran, run away, run in the opposite direction as fast as humanly possible. Jupiter was Enlil, and he was basically the master of the universe, okay? He wasn't the creator, and he wasn't the earth, but he was pretty much everything in between. So he was just awesome at everything, okay? So some of that continues with Jupiter even now being associated with everything awesome. I think that's fair. I think that's a good assessment. I don't get the expansion thing. I don't know. I hear that all the time, like, oh, Jupiter expansion. Like, yeah, I don't even know what that means. So that's kind of a recent, I would say more of a new age association that's been applied to it. But anyways, Jupiter here in Taurus, especially conjunct with Aldebaran, this is a phenomenal creativity placement, okay? If you do any type of creative work at all, oh my goodness, is this helping you out, okay? And if it's not helping you out, that's a different issue. We would have to look at your chart to see what's going on and what's blocking you. But generally speaking, for most people who are in a creative profession or field, like this is beautiful. If you talk to like a modern astrologer or your pop culture astrologer, Taurus is basically a decadent cow that just grazes and eats and is lazy and stubborn and just doesn't want to do anything. They're just totally materialistic and stuck in, whatever it is that they're stuck in. Okay. That doesn't have anything to do with the meaning of Taurus. Taurus was a giant wild bull. He was called a wild bull, okay, or a wild oxen. They were massive, okay? We're talking about something that's like 7 feet tall at the shoulder and just like mountains of muscle, okay? Their horns were universally used throughout the Near East into Africa too as symbols of the divine and gods, okay? Whether they were male or female. This was just divine power. It had nothing to do with being decadent and lazy. That is a very late association with Venus. And again, those planetary rulers were assigned randomly, and I break all that down in my ancient astrology course if you care. I break it down sometimes in the videos, but I'm not going to go into that right now. Let me see here. So anyways, this is all like power and creativity. That's the other thing. People don't realize that this association, especially with the Hyades over here, where we now see these bull's horns, these were sacred to Adad, that planet we talked about with Mercury, the god associated with either letting loose the creative floodwaters or rains or potentially holding them back in drought. So it is a creative placement, all right? And it's especially creative right here in the Hyades.